Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today we are doing part 2 or a retesting of the KKW Beauty concealer. I already tested this concealer along with the baking powder and the brightening powder. If you're interested in that review where I go into detail as far as product description, costs, and also how they all wore underneath my eye area together, I will link that right here. I asked you all in that video whether or not a retesting of this concealer would interest any of you, and a lot of you said yes, that you'd like to see it done the way that I normally test and wear my concealers. The way that I'm going to be testing this concealer out today is by using a color corrector underneath both eye areas. This is my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector in the shade Medium to Deep. Then I'm going to be concealing both under eye areas. The only difference for today is that I'm going to be setting one side with my RCMA No Color Loose Powder, and the other side I'm going to be setting with the KKW Beauty baking powder. I'm not going to be baking with this today. I'm just going to be using it in order to set. I really liked the way that this setting powder felt. It's really finely milled, so it's super soft, and I really liked the way that it was setting the under eye area in my previous video. But once I baked with it, it was a completely different story. I did not like it at all. So I'm going to retest 2 out of the 3 KKW concealer kit products. So now I'm simply going to jump off camera in order to color correct both under eye areas and also apply foundation onto the entire face before coming back and concealing. Okay, so now I am back with foundation on the entire face and also color corrector underneath the eye area. So now it is time to conceal with the KKW Beauty concealer. This one is in the shade 8. And I'm just going to apply it in a triangle shape here underneath the eyes and here. I'm going to blend it all out. Okay, in order to get more coverage, I'm going to build up here and here. Okay, so as you can see, the coverage that I'm getting with this concealer is really great. I love the coverage that I get, and I also like the way that it looks. It doesn't look heavy. It doesn't look dry. Everything looks good underneath the eye area as of right now. Okay, so now it is time to set the under eye area. I'm going to start off with the right side. Just going to grab a little bit of my RCMA No Color Loose Powder. A little bit of that with my damp beauty blender, but I'm just going to shake off any of the excess to leave me with a nice thin layer. And then I'm going to set the under eye area that way. And now I'm going to take the same beauty blender, just with the other side. I'm going to grab the KKW baking powder. But as you can see, that's a lot. So I'm going to shake off any of the excess, which is going to leave me with a nice thin layer like the RCMA. And I'm going to set the left under eye area with this. Okay, that's a lot better than the first time around. I didn't lose any coverage whatsoever underneath the eyes, and it looks pretty good. So now I'm going to zoom you all in so that you can get a better look at the under eye area after initial application. Okay, so this is what the under eye area looks like. I think both sides look pretty similar in coverage and just overall in appearance. I think both sides look pretty much the same, and I really like the way that it looks as of right now. So now I'm simply going to jump off camera in order to finish off the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. Okay, so now I'm back with a full face of makeup, and so far I can definitely say that the concealer looks a lot better than it did the first time around. So there's that. It is currently 11:03 in the morning. I do plan on wearing this for an entire 8-hour day, and I am going to be coming back halfway through the day in order to show you all some close-ups and to let you know how the concealer has been wearing. So I will see you all back here in a few hours. Okay, so now I am back from my midday check-in. It is currently 2:50 in the afternoon. So I've had this concealer on for 4 hours now. Now I'm going to zoom you all in so that you can get a better look at the under eye area after 4 hours of wear. Okay, so this is what the under eye area looks like after 4 hours. This is the side that I set with my RCMA powder. This one is the side that I set with the KKW baking powder. As you can see, the side that I set with the KKW powder is not doing so well. It is definitely breaking up in between my lines, my fine lines, and the product is also settling in between. This side that I set with the RCMA, I find that the product is settling a little bit into my fine lines, but not nearly as much as the left side, and it's still doing a really good job at concealing. Overall, the right side is definitely wearing better. So that is all that I have for the time being. I do plan on finishing off my day at around 7 o'clock tonight in order to give this concealer a good solid 8 hours worth of wear time. So I will see you all back here at the end of the night for my final opinion of this new KKW concealer. Okay, so now I am back for my final check-in. It is currently 7:02, so I've had this concealer on for a solid 8 hours. Before I go into my overall opinion of the concealer worn like this, I am going to zoom you all in so that you can get a better look at the under eye area after 8 hours of wear. Okay, so this is what the under eye area looks like after a good 8 hours under my eyes. Definitely wore better the way that I do it, which is with a corrector and then the concealer and then my RCMA powder over top. I feel like, I don't know, the concealer actually looks really, really nice even 8 hours in. It didn't break up on me and it didn't really settle into any of my lines. I mean, it settled a little bit over here, but overall, it still looks really nice underneath the eyes, and I'm still getting very good coverage with the concealer on this side. On this side, it definitely broke up in between my lines, and it settled there as well. It's just not wearing very nicely. Definitely wore better on the right side. So now that you've seen the concealer up close underneath the eye area, it's not bad. I'm quite surprised that it wore so well when paired with my Becca corrector underneath and my RCMA powder over top. It gave me really good, full, long-lasting coverage, so I was really, really pleasantly surprised with that. However, when worn with its baking powder and the brightening powder, it's just, no. If you watched my previous video, then you know that I did not get full coverage when worn in the 1, 2, 3 step that they're meant to be worn in. And now that you've seen this one, using the brightening powder as a setting powder doesn't work either. So paired with what it's meant to be paired with, it did not work out for me. But pairing it with what I usually wear my concealers with, it worked out really, really nicely. So those are my final thoughts on the new KKW Beauty Concealer. Thank you all so much for watching and for requesting this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on future product reviews, makeup tutorials, and beauty-related videos. And also don't forget to follow me on all of my other social media platforms. I am All Beauty by Sarah with an H on Instagram and All Beauty by Sarah without the H on Snapchat and Twitter. As always, take care, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye.